Hey guys, we're here, we're back. PAX East 2016, the home button. We got some great stuff to show off. What do we got, Nate?
We have so many indie games.
Indie games. We're gonna interview some homies. There's Machamp over there. He's chilling. We're gonna also check out. We got our boy Dylan. He's gonna be on the streets talking about video games. You know he loves video games.
All of the video games.
Let's ask these people. Hey, how do you guys feel about PAX?
It's awesome.
It's awesome. All right, I'm here with Steve from Torn Banner. How you doing, Steve?
Pretty good, and you?
I'm pretty good, thanks. So we're actually checking out, this is Mirage. Is it Arcane Warfare? And it's a new game from you guys, and it's pretty similar to Chivalry, but with a pretty cool twist. You want to tell me a bit about it?
Sure, it's real simple. It's basically swords, magic, competitive multiplayer. We've taken the sword fighting system we had from Chivalry and added magic into that and really built it into that same system. So you can block every attack, you can leap into the air. If you get hit first, you're going to get interrupted and come back down. It's kind of like taking a fighting game mechanics and bringing that into multiplayer.
Cool. So how far along in development are you guys at this point?
We've been working on that for about 2 years. We're going to launch on Steam later this fall, and there's a beta in the summer, which we're taking signups for right now on the website. So.
And that's awesome. You said that's going to be through Steam?
Yes, through Steam.
Are you guys? I know you guys have partnered in the past with what was it, Deadliest Warrior before? Are you guys thinking of doing any like crazy like partnerships like that in the future, or are you guys pretty much staying solo on this as Torn Banner?
Well, this is our second IP we're going for here, Mirage Arcane Warfare. This is all our own thing, so we're focused on our own IP right now.
That's awesome. I can't wait to check it out. Thank you very much.
Cool. Thank you.
All right, I'm here with James Shasha of Sunday Month over at the Tiny Build booth, and we're looking at, what's your game called?
Diaries of a Spaceport Janitor.
Okay, do you want to tell me a little bit about what the game is, what you do in it?
Yeah, absolutely. So Diaries of a Spaceport Janitor is an anti-adventure game about cleaning up trash at an alien bazaar. So basically what you do in the game is you are the janitor, and your job is to walk around the spaceport and clean up trash that aliens basically leave on the ground.
Okay, that sounds pretty unique. I was actually looking at a bit of the gameplay here. The art style looks pretty cool. It's like, I'm no artist myself, but it looks like 8-bit, like with 3D environments, or?
A little bit. So it's basically 2D pixel art in a 3D world. One of the big themes with this game is that the gameplay itself is like kind of like a little bit depressing. Like you're sort of the janitor, you're behind the scenes in this like fantasy environment, and you're sort of eking out a menial existence. So in order to offset that, we decided that the game itself had to be really colorful and as like pretty and engaging as possible, so that you don't get depressed just playing this like miserable janitor simulator. But yeah, our artists have done a really great job taking pixel art and putting it into a 3D world. You know, we went with that art style because it was easy to make a ton of characters. And if you watch the game, just walking around the spaceport, it's full of aliens. We've got over 120 different characters that will walk around the spaceport. 300 plus different items that you can find, pick up, buy at shops. Eat, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, it certainly feels very alive when you're watching it. I was also going to ask you, when or how far along in development are you guys with the game?
Yeah, so we're like coming up on the home stretch. We're launching the beta like very soon, and then after that it's just a matter of porting. So it's very soon is all I can say.
You know what platforms you're going to go for?
So far, Steam, itch.io are confirmed, as well as PlayStation.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, check out, full name?
Diaries of a Spaceport Janitor.
Diaries of a Spaceport Janitor. Check it out in the coming months.
Yeah.
Cool, thanks. We're here with Greg Kasavin over at Supergiant Games. How you doing today, Greg?
Doing really well, thanks.
And we were checking out Pyre today, and I guess just to start off, what is Pyre?
Yeah, that's a fine question. We are Pyre is our third game as a studio. We are known for our previous games, Bastion and Transistor. And in this particular game, it's about leading a band of exiles to freedom through this kind of mystical purgatory by participating in a series of ancient competitions. Where the game started from for us was like wanting to make a game with a larger cast of characters, kind of an ensemble cast. Our previous games were focused on like these journeys of specific characters. They have like relatively small numbers of characters in them. So we thought like, what could we do with more in this case? And I think a lot of what you played stems forth from that.
So what's new in terms of gameplay and combat in this game? Because I know you guys have had some pretty strategic stuff in Transistor, and in this specifically, it seems like it's focused a lot on strategy and it's pretty high action.
Yeah, the Pyre is, we feel it's a pretty big departure for us. Our previous games we both consider to be action RPGs where you have direct control of over a character. You're kind of running around from an isometric perspective and fighting kind of very actively. This game we consider to be a party-based role-playing game where much of your time is spent kind of navigating this environment, deciding where to go and how to spend your time and who to interact with, and those kind of RPG-like choices. And then once you finally arrive at one of these locations where this competition called the Rites unfolds, then you engage in this very action-packed, kind of pitched competition with other groups of exiles whose own freedom is hanging on the line. So we want the RPG portion of the game to like kind of build up the stakes for then the competition gameplay to unfold, and it all comes back to this idea of a group of characters kind of working together kind of as a team and having to rely on one another both to accomplish what they want personally and what they all want as being part of a group.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It feels like almost like a sport. Like it almost feels like you're playing like basketball with different archetype characters and stuff like that. One thing I really noticed is your game seems very culturally driven in terms of like in a very unique way. Where did you guys get your inspiration for it? It's very rich, and I just want to know where that comes from.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I do the writing on our games among other things, and for me, like for all of us, I think the process of like the world building opportunity in our games is just something that we really enjoy, just creating new settings. We've made one fantasy themed setting before in Bastion, though that setting it has this kind of frontiersy feel where you've got guys with like rifles and muskets and things of that nature, whereas this is a world of mysticism and myth and legend and things of that nature. We wanted it to feel kind of very old and storied, and we wanted to tap into the kind of different flavors of mysticism to all create its own distinct feel here, where on the one hand there are things that may feel familiar, but hopefully with our own kind of, as ever, with our own twist and with its own kind of signature on it.
In terms of familiarity, are we going to see the return of some of the voice actors we've come to know and love throughout your games, or what's going on with that?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, having played the game, you have heard his voice once again. You may have just not realized it. Logan Cunningham, who's provided the voice of the narrator in Bastion and the Transistor in that game, also plays a significant character in Pyre, who you encounter when you first kind of discover this competition. He's this character who's almost like an announcer, someone who describes what is really at stake here and how the rules of this unusual competition work. So that was Logan's voice, in fact, sounding quite different. He plays another character, in fact, during the sequence that you played. So yeah, we're all keeping busy, including Logan, and part of the fun for us is to keep the whole team together, doing what we do and doing what we love, and just trying to stretch our wings, I guess.
Yeah, and like the announcer stuff and like during that combat stuff, it almost felt like it was geared towards a potential for having like a 1v1 or a multiplayer thing. Would you guys are you guys exploring that option at all for this?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. We are thinking about the possibility of multiplayer. We do think it could lend itself to a game like this because it does boil down to like a straight up kind of adversarial confrontation with another opponent. It's our focus, however, is very much on the single player experience, and we would not we would not do multiplayer kind of at the expense of single player. So that's where we would draw the line, and it's also really important to us if we were to do it to make sure that we could do it right. And we think that kind of the quality bar for a good multiplayer experience is very high. So this isn't something that we would take on lightly, and we're still kind of pre-alpha in terms of where we are in development. So we're figuring out whether it's something that we can realistically do.
So I guess before my last question, when are you guys planning to release, and on what platforms?
Yeah, so Pyre is coming next year in 2017 sometime. We're not sure quite when. To Steam, to PC via Steam and PlayStation 4.
And my very last question here is there going to be an OST with this game?
Yeah, so thank you for that. The soundtracks of our previous games have been quite popular, thankfully. Music has been a huge part of the experience of our games. It's something that we take very seriously as part of our world building and atmosphere building. So we're just really happy that players have enjoyed that aspect of our games. So I think it's pretty fair to expect that we would want to have a soundtrack available for this game as well. The music, once again, is really important to this game. It's its own, we think, distinct style, and we're using it, and we think in some new ways that we're really excited about as part of this game. So yeah, we're glad to hear that aspect once again being, getting a good response, and yeah, we hope we'll have something out there around the time the game launches.
Yeah, well, I'm certainly excited about it, and I really appreciate your time. Thank you very much, Greg. That was Pyre. Check it out next year sometime on Steam and PlayStation 4. Thank you. Thanks. All right, I'm here with Alex from Tiny Build, and he's showing off a game called Cluster Truck. Can you tell me a little bit about Cluster Truck, what it is, and what you do in it?
So the best way to describe Cluster Truck is it's a truck former. If you mixed Mirror's Edge with that scene from The Matrix where Neo jumps on trucks, that would be the game. It started out as a game jam game where you had to get from point A to point B while not touching the floor, and now it's being fledged into a full game. It's being developed by Landfall Games in Sweden and produced by us at Tiny Build.
That's awesome. I actually saw some people playing it. I saw you can there's some flourishes you can do. You can do flips and slow-mo and stuff like that.
Yeah, so what you can do is there are two modifying buttons. One is the sprint button, which makes you run really fast and jump all over the place, but you can also slow down time to time your jumps. And we've seen players, especially streamers who are used to speedrunning games, do some phenomenal things. So the build that we shared with streamers, it takes me maybe half an hour to build. People set world records at beating it at 3-4 minutes.
Okay. Are you guys planning on maybe implementing a level creator or something that way people can make their own cluster truck levels? Because I saw some crazy levels where there were ravines and stuff like that you had to jump over.
So the subreddit for Cluster Truck has been crazy all over what you just said. They have been modifying the game. They made their own makeshift editor. We are working on the official level editor for Cluster Truck. We're gonna see if that makes sense and adds to the game. But yeah, user-generated content is something we're definitely looking at.
And how far along in development are you guys?
The game is going to be feature complete around July, and then we'll probably release it early fall.
Awesome. What platforms are you looking at?
So I can definitely confirm PC, Mac, Linux, and then we are intending to bring it to consoles. However, I cannot confirm or deny which consoles.
Okay, thank you very much, Alex. All right, I'm here today with...
You don't know who I am?
Derek Acosta of Mega 64.
Why would you ask for an interview and then start it off with the awkward question? Now this is all awkward. Let's cut this out. Let's cut this part and start it over from the beginning.
Okay, we're starting again. This is take two. We're here, the home button. We're here with Derek Acosta from Mega 64. How you doing today, Derek?
Good. Can I introduce myself?
Yeah. Okay, take three. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're here, the home button with Mega 64. This is,
No, you say my name.
okay, Derek Acosta from Mega 64.
Hey, what's up? I'm Derek Acosta from Mega 64.
Derek,
When I did that with my hand, you should have my name. It's a graphic with my name wipes in behind my hand.
now do you have a preference on the graphic?
Well, just my name. It's my name.
Okay. I was gonna ask, do you?
The cameraman's asking me questions. Should I answer the cameraman too?
No,
How many people are interviewing me right now?
just me.
Okay.
He's a trickster. I apologize. So I was gonna ask, have you seen the good stuff while you've been here at PAX this weekend?
Yes.
What have you seen?
Well, the Mega 64 booth has great stuff. What else? I'll tell you about some awful stuff that I've seen. DX Racer chairs. Right there, that booth right there. The ugliest, most uncomfortable chairs you could ever imagine in your life. If you've ever thought to yourself, I want my ass to hurt, then get yourself a DX Racer chair.
Well, I really appreciate you telling us about the DX Racer chairs.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to reiterate, do not get a DX Racer chair if you cherish your ass, if you cherish comfort on your butt cheeks. Get any other chair. You are better off sitting on hard concrete playing your video games.
Can I get a sumo?
You can get a sumo, definitely you can get a sumo, but you don't even have to get a sumo. You can get a lazy boy. You could get a stool from Walmart. You're better off than the shit chairs that they sell at DX Racer.
Well, thank you very much, Derek. I really appreciate your time, and I hope you have a great rest of your PAX.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. Did you want to ask me some questions now? All right, the cameraman wanted to know what font to put my name in. I want it in... Okay, we were just interrupted by some girl shouting about her crush on my friend Garrett here, which is... Anyways, I want the font. I don't know the name of it, but I want the font that looks like President Obama. It has his pants down. When you use the capital H, it looks like Obama with his pants down. I don't know the name of that font. But you know what I'm talking about? It's like they did like a caricature of Obama with his pants down for the H.
It's like its own version of Wingdings, right?
Yes. It's called Obama's Wingdings. I just remembered. Thank you.
Is this recording?
Yeah, we're recording.
Fuck.
All right.
All right, thank you very much again for your time and your effort. We really appreciate it. Check out Mega 64. Where can people check out your stuff?
Google search Mega 64 virus.exe. Install that on your computer, and you'll get all the funniest videos from Mega 64. It's a really good video delivery service program.
Cool. Thank you very much. Have a good one.
Hey, I'm Dylan. I'm here at PAX, and we're gonna check out the floor. Hey, can I ask you some questions while we walk? Sure. How's it going?
Good.
Cool. Oh fuck! It's the Totino's pizza rolls. This man is on a chair. Cut out the part where I say thank you. It makes me look too nice. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nice photo, man.
Screen made a keyboard.
Some cupcakes, man. Exit only. Wait, exit only. That's what I want. Excuse me. Excuse me. Can you take a photo of me? Thanks. Thank you. There's some big dinosaurs, man. I'm buying this game. They brought dinosaurs back to life. Hey, can we interview? Sure. Yeah. So what's your favorite Pokemon?
Machamp!
Cool. When was the last time you were in love?
What was that?
What was the last time you were in love?
In love? I don't know. Like a few years? I don't know. Few years?
Tell us about it. How'd you feel?
What? I don't know.
Me neither, man.
Yeah, it's like speechless.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Play a lot of Lawbreakers. We eat a lot of Doritos, you know.
Yeah, I feel that pain.
Yeah, we.
Lunch.
I haven't eaten all day.
Oh shit, dude.
We're gonna go to. Yeah, sure, man.
Jimmy John's, man. Jimmy John's is the shit.
We're staying over by Jimmy John's. It's Nate. City of the dead. Lost children with dirty faces cry. Whoa, damn. Nate's shredding on the drums. Amelia, do you have any comments?
Nate's shredding on the drums.
A mall of a lawless city of a strapping mall. The mall is time to confess. That the end is a much, but it only confirmed that the center of the earth is the end of the world. And I could really care less. All right, guys. I'm gonna miss a lot of things about PAX. And clearly by the fingerprints here, I'm not the first person to do this. PAX is a lot of things to a lot of people. Corporate marketing campaigns clash with childhood dreams. And the only real solace we all have in it is that it will come again next year. And with that, I say, I miss you, PAX, and I haven't even left yet. Goodbye.